this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't stop, just level up, don't stop.
Welcome in, everyone, to Fly for Fun show. Let's see, this is my third show of the year, but you know, everybody knows, we are rotating now every other Wednesdays. Adventures Captain Ray, Adventures Live with Captain Ray Kelly. That'll be next Wednesday. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. January 31st, season. This is season 4, show 3. Yeah, man, 4 years, Ray. I can't believe, but
I know.
I want to welcome everybody in, and I know, Ray, I was talking about, of course, Paul Brown did that intro. But Paul did a new one, so I'm kind of rotating the intros here, but I want to thank Paul for that. We got a great guest tonight, Mr. Ron Brown, the host of DroneNation, and Ron is a wealth of information, and we're going to catch up with Ron a lot of times. He don't get to talk about himself on the show and all. So, hey, guys, if you got some questions for Ron, let's put him on a hot seat tonight a little bit. He gets off easy on DroneNation, because he's hosting there, but tonight he's sitting in the hot seat. But no, we want to catch up with Ron. He's a great, I say he's a fellow pilot, but he's a great friend now, and we've all become friends, as everybody in this chat are friends, and so we want to welcome Ron in, and we'll get him in a few minutes. Let me see, Ray, I got some stuff here. We put your link, guys, to your channel in the chat there. We welcome that. I know a lot of us are subscribe to each other, but hey, check that out. Make sure you subscribe. Sometimes YouTube does some funny stuff. Tonight, hashtag DroneNation. I got a really great sticker pack. Got a coaster from the 2023 South Florida Drone Meetup that I'll throw in with the pack. And I got a JohnnieDroneFlyer cap.
Nice.
And I was showing Ray, I got some buttons made, and I'll be bringing these to South Florida, and one's for drones and coffee, and one's for Fly for Fun show. Little buttons, little hat buttons, or put them on your backpacks. So I'll give some of those away. And let's see, the drone guide, Ray. I know I talked to you. I got it right here, and I started scribbling. That will be updated. We got our show is even on there now. I think Dre added a show. I text Dre. I got the information. Dre did a show, I think, on Sundays. He's gonna
Sunday now. Yeah.
So we'll catch up with Dre. We'll get that corrected, and any other. I'm going to go through it. So I'll bring that. I'll have some laminated copies at the South Florida Drone Meetup. Fly for Fun group page. We'll pull that up in a minute, kind of see what's going on there. The drone swap shop page, if you want to list something to sell, it's free. Just post it on there and you work it out with the buyer and the seller. Gary, I think it's 67 days.
66. I got it too. Yeah.
Anyway, it's closing. Gary,
before you know it.
Yeah, they're excited. We got 4 people coming from Canada. No, 5 people coming from Canada, I believe.
5 now. Yeah.
Well, and even the guy that stays in Florida, Jerry Bauer. No,
Jerry Bauer. But he'll be heading back. He just misses it. He goes back to Canada right before we have it.
Right before. All right, I got some birthdays here. Let's see. Lori Kovac had a birthday. I think it was on the 25th. Shelly Moore, DeMarco's wife. John Coopy had a birthday. Gary Foster is on the 2nd, I believe. Donald Doss.
Right.
Don had a grandbaby today. Was that? I saw something. I guess I assume it was his grandbaby, but
happy birthday, everybody.
And then Captain Joe's got a birthday on the 4th and Max on the 8th. And then I did see Matt Bagwell's wife had a birthday today. So we want to wish her happy birthday. And
should we sing, Johnny? Should we sing? Nah, we better not sing.
No, we won't sing. We don't want to, Hey, we'll leave that up to Dennis.
Yeah.
Ray, how's the South Florida Drone Meetup? Where are we staying?
Oh, I tell you, it's amazing. We passed Barkley and Jenna now. They were 107 and 108, but we're up to 110 that say they're coming. So Philip Koshak, he was on Old Farts with Drones today, and he said he's coming, and he's number 110 to sign up. So
Good
coming
deal.
along real good, you know.
Yeah,
And
good deal.
I received the package from Pilot Institute. Greg sent the lanyards. Got 125 of them for the first 125 people that show up. Brad will be making some new ID holders, you know, with a nice insert. I'll be giving them the names. He'll have everybody's name printed on them. And he said he's going to make some coasters again, too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think I
So
talked to
that's
Brad.
great, you know.
I talked to Brad on the phone the other day, and he's
Yeah.
you know,
Thank you.
got
Thank you,
plans
Brad.
yet. He hasn't started yet, basically, but he'll get it done. But
Yeah. And I've shown this already, but I got the Eagle View Aerials tablet right in this box here. Paul Reed was gracious enough to send us this nice tablet. It's like a triple tech tablet, and it's great. So thank you,
John K. Thank you so much for that, brother. We appreciate it. You know, it goes into shipping, it goes into channel, and hey, we appreciate it a whole lot.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much. We really do. Ray, yeah, you had Paul on your show last week, right?
Yeah, he was a guest, and we're gonna all get to meet Paul. He's quite the drone pilot up there in Pennsylvania, you know, and I look forward to meeting him.
Well, Ray, I got a prize that I'm bringing. Of course, I'm bringing all kind of stuff. I'll be bringing some caps and t-shirts. I got a brand new Chromebook here that's never been opened. Got it for Black Friday. It's a Lenovo.
Wow.
So it's never been opened. I'm bringing it, so it'll be a
that's going to be a great raffle prize. That just moved you up into the platinum sponsorship category.
But it's a Chromebook. It's nothing really fancy, but hey, if you want to check email and stuff like that, it'll be fine for that. I think it's 4 gigabytes and 64 memory, and of course Chrome operating system. It's blue in color, so but
very
it's never
nice,
been opened. And hey.
Thank you so much. Some lucky raffle prize winner will be going home with that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Ray.
We got a great crowd in the house. You want to let me welcome in some people.
I'm gonna let you introduce Ron, and we'll get him, and then we'll say hello to everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Ron Brown, you and I met because of Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford. You know, because he invited us on to DroneNation, and that's how you and I became friends. But that's how long I've known Ron now. And I used to watch that show, and I learned so much. DroneNation really, Monday nights, 9 p.m., everybody. But I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Ron Brown, because he's coming to us all the way from New Jersey.
What's up, Ron?
Hello, gentlemen. Thanks for having me on the show tonight, and all the great guests out in the chat tonight.
Yeah, we got a ton of people in here. We're gonna say hello to them real quick, and we'll catch up with you. All right, Ray.
Yeah, I tell you, Ron. They all knew you were going to be on because they're in here. And
I appreciate it. I appreciate
107 Drones. He was number one. Lost Girl Adventures. Angie, she was right behind him. How you doing? And Paul, Wedgerbig, and Angel, Drone Guy, 42. And you noticed he put Adventures after that name now. Very, very cool, Angel. But anyway, and Warren's watching. Aki Rasho, he's watching up in Michigan. And Lee, Yellow Rose Drones. How you doing? Good to see you. And I'm going up the list here, and I see John Olson from Long Island watching tonight. How you doing, John?
John.
And Bill Wharton. Thank you for tuning in tonight, Bill. Johnny's going to make you a moderator.
Yes, he is a moderator.
All right, there you go. But anyway, and John, of course, John Flying Flynn Media is one of our faithful followers, and we appreciate it, John. Thank you so much. And I don't want to miss anybody. Did I see Dewey? Yeah, Dewey's watching all the way over in Ireland. Darren, how you doing, Darren? And let's see now. Dennis Brooks, how you doing tonight? Good to see you.
Dennis had a birthday, I think, on the 21st. So yeah,
happy birthday. And we got Brian, Waypoint, New England. And we got Alan watching in Ireland also, Drone Views Media. How you doing, Alan?
Yeah, great. He's a great supporter of a lot of channels, Alan.
And I'm going up the list, John K. We already mentioned him, and thank you so much for that donation. We appreciate it so much, really. And Capt Joe's watching. You're going to be flying with Captain Joe tomorrow, aren't you?
We are going flying in a swamp.
You're going to a secret spot down? Oh, you're telling everybody.
No, yeah, well, I'm telling you. Hey, anybody wants to come, meet us out of the swamp.
All right, that's cool. And we got a superstar in the chat, and that's David Lorenzo. How you doing, David? And he hasn't given me a commitment whether or not he's coming to the South Florida drone meetup.
No, he's coming. He's coming. He's just going to play it cool.
You know how the superstars are. They just like showing up. But anyway, good to see you, David. And Jody's watching. How you doing, Jody? Drone shots. And Bud Beaver is watching. He's in the house tonight.
Yeah, I got a video I'm gonna show a little bit later. Bud's he, of course, we know he was on the news and had that fire, but he did a little shot after. So
Bud's famous now.
Yeah, he is. Bud's famous.
Great.
I asked for his autograph, but he told me no.
Yeah, I asked him to come on the show, but he's got too many commitments now.
Bent Rail Productions, how you doing? Good to see you. And Bill Ken, he's watching up in Canada. How you doing, Bill? Sergeant Brock, always good to see you. And let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Jack, Lake Pilot, he's watching up in Pennsylvania.
Mr. Lon Denor just popped in here.
Hey, Lon, how you doing? Good to see you. And he gave his commitment. Him and Billy are coming to the South Florida drone meetup. I was glad to hear that. It's amazing because these guys come from all over. And we even got 2 people coming from Europe this year to the South Florida drone meetup.
Will that be the funnest we've had people come?
Yeah, I think they're going to get the trophy. That big trophy that we give out.
Yeah, hey, Marcus Crawford is not getting an award this year, so
Steve Gardner and Terry. One of those guys will win it probably.
Unless we have somebody come from maybe Asia or something.
well, we got the the CEO from DJI coming, so that's I don't know. Is that further?
We got John, Connecticut Pirates watching. How you doing, John? Good to see you.
Herman, welcome in. Herman's in the house.
Herman, how you doing, Herman?
I always listen to Herman and Lawrence right before this show. Kind of
Air necessities, aerial photos. Good to see you. Thank you for watching. And Stephen Knowles, how you doing tonight? Art's watching out in Colorado. How you doing, Art? And I tell you,
hashtag DroneNation. We got a great sticker pack and we got a cap we'll give away tonight.
Thank you guys all so much for watching, But we got a special guest tonight, and I really mean it. Special guest. You are one of the drone celebrities, Ron. Really.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
I've learned so much watching DroneNation, and it's been such a pleasure meeting you at the South Florida drone meetups. And we get to fly even when you're down on vacation, so that's always great.
Yeah, Ron got to see some of your secret spots before anybody else did, I believe.
Yeah, I've been to secret spot number 1 more than once.
Yeah. I haven't never been to secret spot number 1, Ron. So I'm just.
Well, Johnny, you need to come at the last minute. You don't come soon enough, Johnny. You need to load up that new truck and get down there a few days early, right?
Yeah. Speaking of that, congratulations, Johnny, on your new truck. We're gonna start calling you Santa Cruz Johnny now.
I tell you, man, I'm excited. It's been I had that 2013, so that's 11 years. So I got good service out of that truck and wanted to scale down a little bit. All right, guys, I
can't wait for Johnny to get down there, Ray, so I can get a ride in that car.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself.
I'm gonna be able to pass up little Scott Jackrabbit now. I'm gonna pass that Chevrolet up now. All right, yeah.
So,
Maddie, thanks for joining in.
Most everybody knows you, and your story. But tell us, have you been flying up there in New Jersey lately?
Well, of course, this time of year, I haven't probably been flown a couple weeks. Last time I flew was like right after we had the snow, and I got that video of the snow on the beach or whatever. And I don't think we've had a good day since, Ray.
Really?
Even the days where it's not raining, it's like foggy and misty and so on. So today wasn't too bad, but I had some things to do. But yeah, I've mostly been out testing that new mic, Ray. That new.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Good. I mean, if you have the mic 1, I don't think the sound's noticeably better than the mic 1, but it has some nice features like it can wirelessly connect to devices like the Pocket 3 and the DJI Action 4, and it can even Bluetooth connect to your phone. So it's much more versatile in that way. It has a great kind of AI noise reduction feature where you hit this button on the side, and it just takes out all the noise, even if you don't have your dead cat on or whatever. So it's good, but just sounding, it doesn't sound much better than the Mic 1. It just
Uncle Bill. So, but Ron, you always use some kind. Well, I know you had the Mic 1, so you use something. You don't just use your phone to record in. I mean, you always use some kind of mic, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while, if I have a story like in a video I'm about to put up, at one point I'm talking to my phone for a few, but I tell people, well, I'm using the phone audio here, and it's going to be the mic in a few seconds. Yeah. So, I was using the Mic 1 before. Now I'm using the Mic 2. I mean, again, every once in a while you're out in the field, you have to get something real quick and just use your phone or whatever. But using one of the DJI wireless mics, whatever, because they're so easy to use, so easy to get hooked up to your devices or whatever. It just doesn't slow the workflow down like older mics and things like that or whatever. So
yeah, people always talk about your video's got to be good, but I know when the sound is bad, sometimes you may not stay and listen as long either.
I do the same thing.
Exactly.
If I hear too much, too many seconds in a row of bad audio, I'll turn the sound down or go to another video or whatever. In fact, before I had these good mics, what I used to do is if I had a video where the wind noise is real bad and the sound's real bad, I would just kind of cut that out, and I'd go back in and what do they call it? I just voice over it. I just say what I said out there, but I voice it over.
Right.
So it would be a little bad audio. It may sound kind of fake, but even fake sound audio is better than that bad audio where people the wind noise is I mean, you're home, you're watching it on your system. Sometimes that wind noise, it rattles your speakers and disturbs everybody in the house or whatever.
Well, it does. Even on a live stream, sometimes I'll put a little note, somebody new or something. I always just try to tell them, hey, try to keep the background noise down a little bit and stuff. I mean, because, if you're sitting here watching a show and you hear a lot of, pots and pans rattle and stuff like that. I mean, and it's just being courteous, and it's fun to have these shows, but it's fun to have it at a good quality too. And I know people love the videos and they love good sound. And sometimes I know people say, I've heard Billy and all them guys say sound is as important as the video is.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, sometimes you're out and about, like say you're at I don't know, some kind of a summer carnival or festival or anything. Sometimes you like that ambient sounds, coming in, because it gives people an idea of where you're at and what's going on.
Sure.
But you just don't want the sound to come to the degree where they cannot hear what you're saying.
Hey, well, hearing the sounds of the beach, that's not a bad thing where you're at. So.
Right. Like some wave flapping is not a bad thing as long as people can still hear what you're saying. Now, if it does hurricane waves, you don't want that noise on there or whatever.
All right, guys, in the chat there, ask Ron some questions if y'all want to know. Ask something. If you hadn't, I know Ron's an open book, and Ron, you and Marcus have been doing DroneNation now. I know it was XenoNation, and what do you see? Have you seen that show? I know it's grown. It's very popular. Anything? Changes being made? You're just gonna keep going like you do? I know you're trying to have a little more guests. You said,
I said that another show, whatever that maybe it was Ray's show a couple weeks ago. That I don't have any format changes. Just that maybe get a wider variety of guests on or whatever. Not just ask the same people and all the time. Not that the same people aren't good or whatever, but just try to get some new faces on the
I say
whatever.
Yeah, I say
I'm not really as like you guys have a lot of stuff like the videos and stuff like that, where we just kind of talk this, but we don't have a real formula like you guys do or whatever. We're kind of we don't have to change the format because we don't have a format.
But Ron, you also kind of, y'all kind of keep up with the news, and on Monday, a lot of stuff happens. So that's kind of, I say, your show is definitely, kind of the first of the week there to get going on news and
it's just like it's kind of like watching, I always say like Morning Joe.
Yeah,
it's not like we're breaking any news stories. We're just hashing the kind of the popular news stories over again. Just kind of
and Ron,
looking forward to hearing what the chat's take on these stories are.
And Ron, you always give the viewers the deals, the good deals. I'm telling you.
The deal of the day. Yeah, but sometimes we don't have that great of a deal, but we had good deals once in a while. Yeah.
We got another celebrity in the chat. DeMarco. How you doing, DeMarco?
Hey, DeMarco Moore. We missed DeMarco Monday, but he'll be back this week to give his Super Bowl prediction.
Hey, Ron.
We got a big game coming up in less than 2 weeks.
When you cut checks, you remember to cut him one last check, because
we gave him a sick day or whatever.
Oh, okay.
He was on assignment this week.
All right, look, hey Ron, look, Londa Noah wants to know what's it like being such a used stud that women throwing themselves at you 24/7.
Well, Lon, I can't discuss that in a family show. I'll take you to the side of Florida and give you the
Hey, Lon, he said he'll text you that information. Lon's just jealous. That's all.
Hey, while we're waiting for more questions from me, I want to ask Ray about how his meetup with Mark Fisher went this week.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I was lucky, man. It turned out when I called him, I knew he was coming to South Florida, but when I called him, he told me he's 4.5 minutes from my condo, making a commercial. But yeah, I hooked up with him. Right there, and he's flying a Mini 4 Pro these days.
And he said he would never fly a mini drone.
I know, but he loves it. He really does. And he used it on his shoot. He's making a commercial at this car dealership down here. And he invited me to go watch him, and I did. And he's a true professional, really.
Oh,
but then I brought him back to my other secret spot.
You showed him secret spot 1, did you, Ray?
No. We wanted to get a nice sunset flight.
How fitting is that? You think Mark Fisher could work at a used car lot? Could he be a used car
salesman? Yeah, a car salesman? Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Ron, I got a question up right there. John Osa says, as you know, Ron, I fly the Air 2S. So are you going to do an in-depth comparison between the Air 2S and the Air 3?
Well, yeah, I've never done that, so that would be a good idea for a video, John. Yeah, and John, again, to actually do it justice to get outside and maybe fly a little bit. That video may not be coming anytime soon. Well, John understands the weather up in Long Island. He's dealing with the same weather I am, if not worse. Yeah. So, when the weather breaks, I hope to maybe do a little bit, and I hope to do it before the Air 3S comes out.
All right, Paul Brown's got a question there.
Of all the items you received to review, which product surprised you the most in overall quality and performance? Well, first of all, Paul, most of the items that I review, I pay for myself. The Start RC stuff sent to me, but anything that costs over like what about $30, I'm buying or whatever. So all the items, quality and performance, and I guess he means it doesn't have to be drone related. I'm going to say it's hard to say everything because that's a lot of products, whatever. But recently, I was real impressed with the DJI Pocket 3. The the hardware, the software, the capabilities of the device and whatever. So that may be my most favorite item I reviewed in the last year or whatever. I really thought it was a great upgrade from the 2 and just a standalone, just a great product.
Yeah, that's pretty popular. Let's see. Somebody else. Which of the prefer the Mini 4? Which of the 3 prefer the Mini 4?
Yeah, Dennis. Well, the Mini 4 Pro is definitely my favorite mini drone of all time, without question. But if you mean all the drones overall, I kind of did a video on this where I called the Air 3, DJI Air 3, my favorite drone of 2023, and mostly, the fact that one of the big factors was that extra camera, the 3X tele camera, really makes that drone special. Plus, over the minis, I love mini drones, but they're just not good enough in the wind for me. I fly a lot by the water. I have a lot of wind gusts, strange winds, and I kind of need to have a better drone for those type of days that can handle the wind.
Right. Yeah, I don't have the Mini 4. Ray, you don't have the Mini 4 either, right?
No, Mini 3 Pro.
Right.
I still have that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't have the Mini 4 Pro, I'd be telling you the Mini 3 Pro is the best mini drone I've ever flown.
Ron, what are you bringing to Florida? I mean, what will you be bringing to Florida?
Well, I may be flying this year instead of driving, so my drone selection may be narrowed down. either the Mini 4 Pro or the Air 3, or maybe if I could squeeze both of them into luggage, whatever, So probably the Mavic 3 is not coming.
You can get
the Avata's not coming. Just not that the drone's big, but all the gear you got to bring with it, the goggles. And all that.
All you got to get is Michael Wright to help you to pack, and he can get a lot of drones in a suitcase.
You see his drone bag; it's amazing.
But I want to have a second set of clothes. I don't want to have to do laundry every day.
Well, you can wash by Bill Renane or one of them, Ray,
we're going to see a lot of Avatas. There's going to be a lot of Avatas at the South Florida Drone Meetup. And we're going to go to...
Well, Ray, can I stop? Will the Avata 2 be at the South Florida Drone Meetup, Ray?
You've been to this secret spot, John. I mean, Ron.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You might even catch it.
Yeah. Is that bridge open yet, Ray?
Yeah, well, no, that won't be done for another year and a half.
Right.
But it was fun flying there, and you can fly right to the Jupiter Lighthouse.
Yeah, I always loved the Jupiter Lighthouse, and I love to go to what's that park and fly to the lighthouse?
Du Bois Park. Du Bois Park.
I loved it, and Ray, I don't think I ever made a video of it yet. Ray, I still got to be at my winter project that we visited the historic Du Bois house.
I know, and that was a nice tour. I enjoyed that.
I don't think I ever got the video put out yet, but I will work on that.
Ray, y'all were out there early, right?
Yeah, we got there for sunrise, but there wasn't much of a sunrise.
Yeah.
sometimes that's a great sunrise spot, though. I've caught some real good sunrises there, Ray.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But we were really there to try to get the Bright Line train coming by. We were.
The train goes right by there.
Yeah, and we did. We end up catching it. Yeah. We got a southbound train, and then we got a northbound train going to Orlando.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a passenger train, Ray?
Yeah, that's a new Bright Line.
I wonder if I could hop on it in Philly. I wonder if I could hop on it in Philly and come all the way down.
Yeah, no, you'd have to transfer in, I think, Sanford. There's the train, Ron. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. But it was cool.
Reserve me a sleeper car.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, Ray. I know you enjoy flying, and y'all always. I know Al. Y'all get together with Al, and
was that Ken there with you too?
Yeah, Ken Gottlieb and Steve Barnett. Yeah, you know them both. Yeah.
The crew.
We'll fly with them again tomorrow. I'm going down to their area at the Hillsborough Lighthouse tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Okay, but you're not going to the Hard Rock, are you?
No.
That security guard's got you guys.
Well, Al's done his research, and he's found out that he shouldn't have thrown him out of there, to tell you the truth.
Al is hot on the trail. They can't. They mess with the wrong. They mess with the wrong guy. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
But I'm not gonna go until he tells me he's got permission from McDonald's to fly there, though.
I called him.
You may have to order a number 1 to get permission to fly.
I know.
I called him the other morning and I said, "Hey, I hear that casino is looking for you." He's like laughing. He was actually going to the Hollywood, I think, police department, and then going over to the casino and try to just get everybody on the same page. But
down there for
now he's got a body cam. He's going to start wearing a body cam like the cops.
That's down there in Maddie's territory. Should have told him you knew Maddie's drone world.
Hey, look, Maddie. Lon said him and Billy are taking. Well, that's supposed to be Bright Line train from Orlando and then from the meet to Miami. So,
wow.
Right. You're doing the Bright Line. Good. They said everybody who's been on it says it's great. Really?
Yeah. Is it expensive, Ray?
No, it's not too bad. You can get the cheap seats for $59.
Seats, yeah.
Go Leo, welcome in, Joe.
Is Joe coming to be again this year?
Joe is not coming.
He hasn't committed. He doesn't think it looks good. No,
I don't think he's coming. It's his daughter's birthday weekend, I believe.
Right.
And Joe still may be celebrating if the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
I know. It's gonna be some game. That's for sure. Next week. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. They had some great. Ron, I'm gonna pull your channel up here. Let's see.
You won't find many drone videos recently.
Yeah, I know, but we, let me see here. Where is it?
Yeah, but you give such great instructional videos, Ron. You really do.
Thank you. A lot of drones.
Ron, I'm gonna turn the sound, but this is, you kind of do what I guess people say the talking head, but you sit there and you kind of show the product, and and this was just about the low expansion adapter, but
yeah, for the Pocket 3. I think it was hard to get. It was sold out for months or whatever. It just came in, last week.
Okay.
Well, Ron, I think what you do, you keep your videos kind of short and to the point, but it gets the point across, and I know you always put the affiliate link, guys, and you don't pay any more for that, so that's a great thing for your channel too. So, but it's great to do those videos, and I know you like doing a little Start RC reviews. I do some, and
hey, tell Sky Lee, I even used the Start RC pad there that kind of highlighted there.
Right. That's a nice pad. I like that pad.
He got that pad, and that's what's cool about that.
Yeah, I'm jealous. You got a round one. I got a square one, Ron.
That thing gold. He sent me that a long time ago. Probably don't make that anymore.
But guys, hey, tune in to Ron's channel there. He does some great videos, and I think they're precise and to the
Scroll
point.
back a little bit and find that one about maybe 10, 12 videos ago when I'm flying over the beach with the snow on the beach. Ray, you don't often see snow on the beach even in Long Island, do you?
Oh yeah, let's see here. Let me pull it back up.
It happens maybe once a year, but you gotta get down there right away because the snow melts on the beach real quick. It's gone. Like if you're not down there in the first, say, 24, 36 hours, it's gone.
Right.
So while Johnny's pulling this up, and I do have to report that the Air 3 did fantastic. The day I flew over the Stowe Beach, it was below freezing. It was like 31 degrees, and the wind chill brought down to in the 20s. And that drone had no problem at all handling the cold or the wind out there on a snowy beach. So the Air 3 is cold tested.
Let's see.
And I posted many videos, Johnny. You got to go back.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Hey, Steve Carpenter, how you doing? Another drone celebrity. How you doing,
Steve Carpenter. Is Steve on the list this year, Ray?
Yeah, no, he hasn't committed. Maybe he's got a surprise.
California. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Even then, I got there too late. The dunes had a lot of snow, but some parts of the beach were pretty,
Ron, how many inches of snow did y'all get?
I'm going to say it was about 4 inches at the house. I don't know how the drifts were down at the beach.
And did you have any problem flying in the cold? I mean, nothing.
No. So I was saying I took this out. It was 31 degrees when I took off, but the wind chill was less than that because the winds were gusting up to maybe like 15, 20 miles per hour. I had no issue. Look at the boardwalk.
That's a cool
boardwalk even covered snow.
Right. And
I had no issues with cold on. Now, of course, I kept the batteries in the car until the drone took off. And I took a short ride from my house, so this 5 minutes ride. It's not less than 5 minutes ride from the house. But the batteries were kept, warm or as warm as can be, and no issues whatsoever. You get one alert, not one problem.
You have that's a great location to fly there, Ron. You're very, very lucky.
Thank you. And of course, in the wintertime, I have it all to myself, Ray, as you can see.
Yeah, right.
I don't have to worry about flying over people or anybody's complaining about flying a drone or anything.
Yeah, that's the Canada. I know when we had the condo there on the beach, that's kind of the best time to own it when everybody else is not there,
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's since this is a resort town where I live in, it's a ghost town now, whatever. I mean, you have a hard time finding people.
Connecticut Pirate, John, welcome in. I'm not sure if we said hello to you.
Hello, welcome in.
Akarasho, Steve. You said Steve Carpenter. Yeah, Ray, we gotta get. I don't know, those guys from California. They just don't want to come to Florida, do they? Dre,
no.
Steve, and
I know.
That's too far, huh?
Did we have to remind them that you went out there and flew with them?
Come on, Steve, come fly with us.
Yeah, because you went to California, Ray, and met those guys.
Yeah, I know. Last time I met Steve, we got rained out though. We ended up having coffee together and breakfast. But yeah, it's still great to be out there. I love it out there. To visit, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lon, sorry, they're all North Jersey people, whatever. I never venture. I never venture that far north or whatever.
Yeah.
I never make it past exit. I don't know.
Oh, look, I didn't know Dre's in here. He said he's working on it.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Dre.
Yeah. Dre.
Surprise us. Just come surprise us.
You know, Dre did a show, I think Sunday, and it was
Sunday.
Really, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, guys, it was about rules and regulations and stuff. And that's, let me, I don't want to go off on the subject too much, but everybody knows about the video that just popped. And I just want to say, guys, what you do in another city, in another state, it affects everybody. And this is just my own personal opinion. You know, we are being, we always bitch about the Karens and being so, but if you do something to yourself and do something to hurt your community, you know, this community is tight, but you know, I know Ron don't want to wake up in the morning and there's no drone signs all over. So, you know, just try to follow the rules, and you know, everything can be.
There's no need to be flying by people, really. Buzzing people, flying by them, surprising them. You know, there's no need to be doing that.
And listen, you know, it doesn't affect me personally, and it doesn't affect Ron, but everybody in this chat, it does affect at some point, because you know, we are being kind of attacked, and you know, we always laugh about the drones over the stadiums, but you know what? That hasn't stopped, and it's not going to stop, because people just go buy drones. They don't even know the rules. So, you know, let's educate them and try to get, you know, people involved in the right way, because, you know, if all these little towns or any town puts up a no drone, you know, even where I live right here in Hammond, if I just wake up tomorrow morning, there's a thing that says, you know, you can't take off from inside the city limits. Well, that's very inconvenient to me. But then the parish could say, hey, okay, no taking off from inside the parish. Well, then I got to drive an hour to go somewhere and fly, you know?
And look what happened to, we just alluded to, look what happened to Al and Ken recently, whatever. They were totally in the right of way, and they were still, you know, told not to fly.
Well, and you know, Ron, you don't want to be, you know, I hate to say, you know, this is a hobby, and if it becomes where, you know, I'm not saying bad enough, you got to check. There's a lot of stuff to be aware of. I know the helicopters. I know, you know, Tom and them were planning that meetup out in Vegas, and there's a lot of helicopters that fly low. Y'all are both on the beaches there, where you know, you have to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
And you know, I try to, you know, I know Ray and you, and you know, personally, I try to like stay away from people altogether and get my flight in, and you know, now if you're flying somewhere and most people are very, they come up to you, they want to maybe, you know, they ask the famous "how far will it go" question, and how long does it fly, and then how much does it cost? You know, that's about the 3 questions you get the most of. But you know, hey, you know, there's a lot of channels out here that do good for the community, and you know, I'm not telling you how to spend your money and do stuff, but hey, guys, just pay attention to what's out there in the community, and we don't want to be attacked, and some of it, you know, we can bring it on ourselves, and that's just my opinion. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So Ron,
well said, Johnny.
Ron, you and Marcus have been together now, what, about 4 years or 5 years doing shows?
Said you guys are doing 4 years, so then we have to be at least a year ahead of that. Then.
Yeah, y'all did DroneNation for about a year, I guess.
Yeah, almost a year. And then for about a year, we called it, well, we had a kind of, you know, hybrid name, formerly DroneNation. Yeah. So we've gone through some name changes. So yeah, and we've seen a lot of change in the industry. When we first started doing the show, of course, you know, we were talking about the Xeno because almost every show seemed to be like a DJI drone show that we tried to do a little something different. We tried to cover other FEMI, we tried to cover non-DJI drones, but eventually that got tougher and tougher because those companies, you know, started releasing, you know, the drones went downhill instead of going uphill or whatever.
They do, Ron, and we talk about it. I think we all laugh at. I know Marcus picks on me, and you pick on. We all pick on each other about buying them, but I think you and I mean, Marcus does it for his channel. I know I'm pretty well done buying, you know, anything but DJI. I'm not saying I would never. I do have the V-Copter. I like the V-Copter. It's a whole nother story. I didn't pay a fortune for that drone, but anyway, there's some, you know, there may be one day there may be some better drones, but for right now, hey, spend your money.
I guess I better not bring in this FEMI X8 Mini as a raffle prize then.
You got the orange one? You got the orange one, Ray?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
So, yeah, I flew that maybe 3 times, 4 times.
hey,
You know.
Marcus. I mean, Ron, look at that. That's not a question, but look, now what kind of friend is that right there? He almost forgot about this.
He's a busy man, Johnny.
Yeah.
He
No,
probably got
Hey,
one
Marcus.
or something.
I think he was out flying today because he was. I think he was trying something with the app for the.
Yeah. I think he was. But my point being that things have changed a lot because we had Alltel was good for a while. A lot of the companies that we tried to help support for a while have kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit, and we're back to just talking about DJI mostly. But I don't know if it's our fault. I think it's the fault of the DJI's competitors not really staying very competitive. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings or say anything bad about that, but because I wish there was a strong competitor.
No, Lon, look, I know I got that comment up there by Lon. And Lon, I hate to say it, it's I think I know myself and you and Marcus and there's a bunch of us in the chat here that's we've given it more than a chance to buy other drones. Now, I think Autel was on to something, but I don't know where they, I think they're
right. I bought Hubson, I bought Femia, I bought Autel, I bought Skydio, and a whole bunch of other ones I can't think of off the top of my head. And they just didn't fill the gap, really. Yeah.
Dewey, I have flown with the Air 3 with the goggles. Yes, I have. I don't know.
Yeah, I have not flown the Air 3 with the goggles, but I did fly the Mini 3 Pro with the goggles.
Yeah, and it's we
talked about it. The only thing being, I had no issue with it, but if you've ever flown the Avata with the goggles and motion controller, it's such a better experience flying the Avata than it is the camera drones. You don't even want to do it anymore. At least this is my opinion. And here's why: if you wanted to get me to really be interested in flying a camera drone with the goggles, let me use the real controller that comes with the drone. Don't make me use the motion controller with my camera drones. I don't mind the motion on the Avata, but I don't like flying, say, Mini 3 Pro, Mini 4, Air 3. I don't like flying those drones with the motion. I want to fly those drones.
What's the reason? Why, Ron? Why? The lack of control or why?
Well, I'm so used to flying those drones with the regular controller that, when I switch over to a different controller, it just kind of throws me off. And Johnny, can you back me up on this? The camera drones are not as responsive with that motion controller as the Avata is. Well, they fly very, very sluggish with that motion control compared to the Avata.
I mean, I would think if you personally, if you fly the Avata and you get used to flying it, then you got that drone up in there, the big, the Air 3 or the Mavic. To me, you could get a little careless, and then all your capabilities of the camera get taken away. You can't zoom, you can't really do anything. So it's not, maybe on bright sunlight if you wanted to get to something, but. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to fly with the goggles on a real sunny day, but I'd love to use the regular controller on the camera drone. Yeah. Here's the comparison, Johnny. When I'm flying the Avata with the motion controller, it's like I got a little sports car out there, right? I'm zooming all around. When I get the motion control and the goggles on with something like the Mavic 3, it feels like I'm driving a U-Haul truck around.
Yeah, but I think personally, it's like you could get careless doing that too. Myself, I'm not saying you would want to try to go through a tree or something, but
remember still that even with that setup, the Mavic 3 would still have its what do you call it, 360 yeah. Or the Air 3 or any of them now. I shouldn't pick one. Everybody's got all the latest drones have the 360 obstacle avoidance.
Yeah. I'm making some.
I haven't done a video yet, but this is a drone in particular. But the Pocket 3, I mentioned earlier, the Pocket 3 got a firmware update that adds some nice features today, including they sold that one trick that the Insta360 Pro had. You could cancel a video in the middle of it. Like if you shoot a video and it stinks, you can just cancel it. It won't be recorded to the memory card. You won't have to worry about deleting it later on.
Hey Ken, how you doing?
Ken, well, Ron, a question that we got asked, or I don't say it was a question, but the Mini 4 Pro, it was the Mini 4 Pro. If you fly with the regular battery, the standard battery, so it is not No, it is not broadcasting remote.
Yeah, that was a firmware update that happened. I'm going to say about a month ago, where it used to be the Mini 4 Pro broadcast remote ID all the time, no matter what, right? But now since that firmware update, if you put the standard battery in it, it will not broadcast remote ID now. And it's been confirmed to me by a couple people, including Richard. But if you put the plus battery in, then it will start broadcasting remote ID again.
So that's like a battery. The battery is the battery
because it knows it's over 250 grams and it has to broadcast now. But here, our friend Richard brought this up. He said the problem, he likes to fly the Mini 4 Pro, but he's a registered pilot. I forget if he says 107 or not. So then he can't fly that drone with the standard battery anymore, because he has to broadcast remote ID because he's registered or part 107. So he can't use the standard battery anymore.
Well, he can use it, but it becomes a part 107 flight. I mean, it's not broadcasting. Right. No.
Yeah. Well, right. So he has to use the plus battery even when he doesn't want to, because he can't fly as a non-registered. Doesn't require a remote ID pilot anymore. Yeah. And I can't. The same thing would be too. I can't.
Stevie makes a good point right there. And that's part of this. That's it's a firmware update done through the battery, but they keep making the drones better, through firmware updates. And that's something that, we, even the other day with the update, it's got that, way you can make the text larger, very convenient. The before you fly is not really before you fly app, but it's
right.
It's
right.
part
Jordy,
of it. And
Jordan,
go ahead, Ray.
No, Jordan's in the chat. That's all.
Okay.
He's coming. He's coming to South Florida drone meetup.
Yeah, Dennis, he can use it for recreational flights. But I mean, it's if he does anything, it's
Yep.
Randy, welcome in.
Hey, Randy.
But
but I'm not sure about this, but people have told me that once you've registered the drone, okay, so even if I'm a Part 107 flying as a rec pilot, that drone's registered, and by what people tell me, if the drone's registered, you have to fly with a remote ID, even if you're flying as a rec flight. Correct me in the if I'm wrong in the chat on that.
Say that again, Ron.
Okay.
If it's registered, a mini drone's registered.
Okay, if you've registered drone, if you're Part 107,
right,
you had the registered drone or whatever,
right?
Okay, so you got the Mini 4 Pro registered, but you elect to fly as a hobby flight or whatever. Okay, but the drone's still registered, so that means it requires remote ID even if you're flying as a hobby flight. So
I always thought it was the intent of the flight.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, I mean, I see. I've heard that the drone's registered, you have to have remote ID no matter what. But I've been told that. Yeah. I haven't read that in the handbook or anything.
Yeah. Well, hey, it was kind of new to me that well, I don't have the Mini 4, but that's interesting how that battery it lets you it becomes over 250. So.
But I know some people like to complicate it. But if you're not a non-Part 107, you're just recreation flyer, you haven't registered drone or whatever, you never ever intend to do any Part 107 work or whatever, then you could buy that drone, use a standard battery. You do not ever have to share a remote ID. So that's good for the people that do want to be in that situation.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what these shows are about. And guys, if you got any questions, I mean, and I guess you could reach out. I mean, I think that's the answer. It definitely is throwing the remote ID at the 250 with that heavier battery in there. So
and maybe I'll see if I can get Greg from Pilot Institute on sometime and ask him this question.
Yeah,
whatever. I'm sure he can give a definitive answer.
Yeah, Greg's got the Q&A on Monday nights.
That's a good thing to give to Greg. Yeah.
All right, I got a couple videos. Let's see here. I got
How you doing, Michael? Fly Zone FPV's in the house, Johnny.
Michael, what's up, Michael? All right, this is Mr. Jeff Norman.
Jeff, yeah.
I know he calls, I think he was talking about when the trees are naked of leaves, they call it stick season. So,
well, it's still a few leaves. There's still a few nice leaves there.
Yeah, but he gets down into flying into some low spots. It's a pretty nice video right here.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is a local guy up there in New York. I believe this artist. So
Jeff is a great drone pilot.
yeah, and Jeff's
photographer, editor.
Right here.
A little birdie told me he may be giving an editing presentation.
That's what I was just going to say, Ronnie. Yeah, Jeff will be giving the editing presentation at the South Florida Drone Meetup. We're all going to learn a lot. Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff is a good guy. I mean, since he's been in the community, look, he offers help and he's out there for you guys. I know he loves to answer questions, and yeah, he's really taking that video the thing there serious. I think he's bringing a big TV, a monitor. So,
oh wow,
yeah,
I offered him a 27-inch. He says that's not big enough, Ray.
Yeah, well, hey, he wants to do it and do it right, so nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Let me see, Bud. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is Bud's. He called this the aftermath. This house that he got to film when it was on fire. I think his neighbor called him. I think this house was 105 years old, I believe he said.
He got some great shots of it. Really,
he got on the news. And you hate to see a house.
They interviewed him on the news.
You hate to see a house like that burn, you know.
Is Bud coming to the meetup, Ray?
No, it's a busy time for him up there. He can't get away.
Yeah, Bud is not.
Man's a celebrity.
He got some good shots.
Greg Pittman, how you doing?
Greg, welcome in, Greg.
Now, is this after they put the fire out, of course?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still a little smoldering, though. Maybe
I'm not sure exactly when he shot this. It's probably the next day, I guess, or right after.
Hey, Chris Hope.
Chris, welcome in, Chris.
Hey, did you get Chris Hope to commit to the meetup yet, Ray?
No, he doesn't know yet. No. He's
Remember
busy
we were on
also.
that one show, Ray? He said last time he was on Florida was his honeymoon.
Chris, yeah, we got to get Chris. Well, he's busy and
busy man.
But he
Bob Casey, how you doing, Bob?
I think he's gonna surprise us one day. That's
Bob Casey's coming, of course, right?
Yeah, he's coming, and he's also sponsoring it with another donation of one of his beautiful custom-made wooden American flags.
Yeah, those are neat.
Thank you, Bob.
This is a video by Rick Williamson. This is pretty neat right here.
Rick's coming to the meetup, right, Ray?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw this.
I hear some serious flying.
That's a nice little intro he's got for this video.
I liked it. When I saw it, I had to play this.
Rick's down in Virginia, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. They formed that little peninsula, huh?
Carl Skalinski, welcome in. I'll sing you in here. Thanks for watching.
Now, is that Rick's land down there?
Yeah, I don't know.
What a shot, though, right?
Yeah.
Rick
has a little farm. A couple acres.
Rick does some nice videos. He really does.
No, Captain Joe, he wouldn't go above 400 feet. No.
Well, unless he had approval.
All right, this Mr. Joe Photo Leo. I got to show a little bit. Joe's been helping me with my FPV experience, and this was his first rip with his drone that he built.
Yeah, he's quite the FPV pilot.
You give me a copyright strike right there.
Yeah, we don't want to lose our money.
He was ripping this thing, man.
He flying an acro, Johnny?
Oh yeah, acro. Ain't nothing else but acro on this thing. Joe can rip, man.
Maybe Maddie can coordinate some type of FPV flying contest. You know,
this is his first drone that he built, carbon fiber type drone. Because he's been flying FPV.
Is that demi body built?
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Mikey built a demi bot too.
Joe can rip now.
Very cool, Joe. Very cool.
Nice flying, Joe.
Tell you what, it's a lot harder than it looks. I can tell you that.
There's a football, maybe. Hey, there's a football. Maybe that's where the Super Bowl is there.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
Did I see Taylor Swift in there stands yet?
Joe's a Swiftie, Ron.
Yeah, right. He is.
All right, guys, check Joe's
I
channel.
enjoy watching those videos.
Joe's he's been a great help to me. Maddie's helped me, and let's see here. This is Mr.
What's the best advice you can give to somebody learning acro, Johnny?
Well, you know, a lot of people say sim time, and then
Simulator, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't do the sim, so I learned outside and then went back to the sim. So that's just me, you know. I see this is Mr. John Flynn right here.
Oh boy, John's had some tough weather up there in Michigan.
Yeah, but he got some beautiful shots right here.
He puts my snow to shame.
Look at this. The lake is frozen. Look at this.
He puts my snow video to shame.
Guys, hashtag DroneNation. We'll pull for this cap and this sticker pack in a few seconds.
Look at that one the one lighthouse on the side is all frozen over. The one in the
look at that.
distance.
Man, look at that right there. Wow.
Look at that shot.
Don't let that happen to the Jupiter Lighthouse, Ray.
Man,
I know. Look at this. That ain't never happened there.
That is incredible.
No, that's the weather. Remind me
Nice
not to
flying,
complain about the cold weather here in Margate.
Yeah, I told John what I got, you know, for his house up there. I got a for sale sign, you know. He laughed, you know.
We got Ken in the house. Palm Beach Aerial Photography. How you doing, Ken?
Thank you, Ken. Join us. D-Wee, of course, D-Wee's been in here. Yeah, you're right, D-Wee. Kind of looks like that, huh?
Wow.
That is, I'll tell you what, that would be fun to fly. I guess he's shooting.
Maybe you did a little storm in Hammond like that, Johnny.
No, we had. I'll tell you what. No, we don't get. We about I guess 7-8 years ago we got like 6 inches of snow, and that was the first time ever like that. You know.
How are the roads?
Oh man, we were shut up for a week here. You know. We got closed up for school about 2 weeks ago when it was 17 degrees, just with and it was beautiful weather. So, no, that's incredible how you know. That right there, wow.
Yes, we are, Ken.
The frozen tundra.
Well, I'm telling you, that's colder than Green Bay up there, huh?
And I said I got to send my regrets out for all the Detroit Lion fans who lost a tough game last Sunday.
I know.
Yeah, John's a big, of course, Lion being from up there. I tell you what, they had a great year.
I thought the Lions had it. I really did.
Everybody wants to win, and we know how that is, you know.
And the Lions are overdue for a Super Bowl. Or
let's see here. Let me get this, guys. Hashtag DroneNation. Let's do this. Let's do this giveaway here. Got 20 entries.
Good luck, everybody.
We'll do. Let's do the sticker pack, and I'll throw in. I have that Brad's coaster from the last year's South Florida drone meetup. We'll throw that in. And,
wow!
It's got a nice sticker pack. We got almost everybody in there.
Have a good night, Steve. Enjoy dinner.
Night,
guys, if you need some stickers, somebody was asking me for some stickers. You really don't have to win tonight on a sticker pack. I will get you some stickers if you need somebody special. So just
you can never have too many stickers, Johnny.
Yeah, and everybody's, the stickers have come a long way in a couple years. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and draw. Let's see who wins it. USA.
Good luck,
everybody.
If you win that you're outside the U.S., hey, I'll bring it to you to South Florida drone meetup, Mr. Gary. Bill.
Oh, there it is. Bill, how you doing? Congrats.
Congrats.
You got to come to the South Florida drone meetup.
Come on down, Bill.
Where's Bill get from?
Come on down, Bill.
Okay. Well, Bill, what I'll do is get it to Gary, and Gary can mail it from Canada. Unless he wants to give them to somebody. All right, we're going to draw for the cap, JohnnieDroneFlyer cap with 2 buttons on it. Got the new.
You don't see buttons much anymore, Johnny. Buttons were big when I was a kid.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
Yeah, they're a big item.
All right, here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck. Who's gonna win?
Steve.
Steve Knowles.
Steve Knowles.
Congrats.
He's in the UK, I think.
Oh,
Is
Steve's
Steve?
not
Oh my
coming
God!
then,
Well, hey,
Right, Steve?
if Steve if he's in here, let me know if he wants to give it to somebody, and if not, I'll draw again. Of course, it's Rick Dewey and Warren and DeMarco.
Well, it was rigged. We wouldn't have all the international.
Now the Marco saying it's rigged. Oh man, I'm telling you.
He's been
I
hanging
demand a
out with the
recount.
wrong
I
crowd.
demand a recount.
Let's see, Steve. Let me know.
It'll be rigged when Ray and I start winning.
I'll tell you what.
I know.
I'm just going to draw again because I'm like I say, it's let's see, and
go for it, Johnny.
let's see who wins. It just costs too much to ship.
You never know.
Uncle Bill.
Oh, Bill. There you go. Congratulations, Bill.
Ray can just deliver that by hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Bill his.
Yeah.
Oh, you just made Bill's day.
Bill's a great support. Bill that's fun. They have a fun time on Sunday night there at 10 o'clock Eastern. So
I know.
If you can't sleep or something, I'll tell you what, they on and they have a great time. Well, Mr. Brown, it's been an hour, and man, it goes by quick. And I know, Ron, are you doing Coast to Coast tonight?
We're doing Coast to Coast. I'll be there by 9 p.m. I think it's a sports show tonight. So Bill will be trying to highlight and support some of the smaller channels out there. Get them a little bit more recognition, maybe give them some subs. So I don't know which channels are on the agenda, but I'm sure there'll be some, ones that we know and, show them a little love.
Well, that's what it's about, Ron. And listen, let me tell you something. This is what I was talking about before with the incident videos and stuff. There's a lot of great small channels out there that listen. Those guys work hard and just get out there and support everybody and try to fly. Lee, welcome in. Well, Ron, look, it's been a pleasure, and I know it's been a while.
Honor to be on here with you guys tonight.
Yeah, it's a great. We had a great turnout tonight, and hey, I appreciate you. And hey, we'll get you on again, of course, and we'll see you in Florida.
I'll see everybody in chat down in Florida too. Coming, right?
Thanks, Ron. You're a great guest, really. I
Ray,
look forward to seeing you in Florida.
Ray, what you got going on the rest of the week?
I got a nice little mini meetup tomorrow. Gonna fly with Al and Ken down at the Hillsborough Lighthouse, and we got some things going on this weekend. But I got a great guest on my show next week. Next week on Wednesday, got Mike King of Profiling Evil.
Yeah, Mike.
He finally bought a drone. He bought the Mini 4 Pro. So
good choice.
It's gonna be fun to talk to him about that.
What
he sees maiden flight.
His show is something. I'll tell you what, if you never watched that, Profiling Evil, it is.
Yeah.
When's his show on, Johnny?
Yeah, he does live. A lot of it's live, but a lot of it is, videos about different cases. But the cases that he covers are so interesting.
Yeah, it's neat. They go in depth too. So when he knows a lot of people that, I'll tell you what, don't commit a crime because you don't want to be on his show for sure.
And speaking of crimes, Ray, if you get busted with Alan Kent tomorrow, call Johnny and I will come bail you out.
Yeah. All right, that sounds good.
I'm gonna give you Al Sergerone's phone number because he's like almost like having an attorney on your side. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody
you all for watching.
Incredible show. 2 weeks from tonight, I have for my Valentine's sweetheart, Mr. Lon Denard. So.
Lon, looking forward to have Lon on Fly for Fun. Yeah,
Valentine's night will be my next show. Of course, Ray next Wednesday. So I think the format's working out great, and it's been fun. And Ron, good luck on Coast to Coast. We'll tune in a little bit tonight, catch some of that.
We'll be watching.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.